The number of COVID-19 cases across the country are rising exponentially day by day. Even now, the longer this crisis continues, the worse is it going to impact the different social institutions. So one of the examples of social institutions is the education institutions. This is one of the most affected due to the COVID-19 pandemic, not just here in the Philippines, but worldwide. Because of this, we cannot go outside or leave the house and interact with other people or with our friends and classmates like we used to before the spread of this COVID-19. According to UNESCO, most of the governments around the world have temporarily closed educational institutions in an attempt to contain the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. These nationwide closures are impacting hundreds of millions of students. Several other countries have implemented localized closure impacting millions of additional learners. UNESCO is supporting countries in their efforts to mitigate the immediate impact of school closure, particularly for more vulnerable and disadvantaged communities, and to facilitate the continuity of education for all through remote learning. This is one of the most challenging situations for all the students around the world, not just to the students but also to the teachers around the world, because we need to embrace online learning since we have no choice, we have no other choice, we cannot leave the house because there's a possibility that you can get the disease that's continuously spreading around the world.
The effects of COVID-19 in our society. Number 1, in our family. We need to change our daily routine because of this pandemic. We need to wear masks when we go outside and we need to sanitize our hands every time so that we can acquire the virus and spread it to our family. Number 2, in our economy. There are so many places in our country that close because of this COVID-19. And some of that places is our tourist spot, which is the source of our country to gain arises our economy. And because of that, we can't accept tourists because of the lockdown. So our country is buried to debt. Number 3, in education. Because of the pandemic, we have a new normal system in education, which is the online platform or online learning system. And the students and teachers are trying their best to cope with this situation. So far, the result of online learning is not good, especially for those Filipinos who doesn't have privilege to have gadgets that requires on online classes. Number 4, in health. Here in the Philippines, we are trying so hard to cope with this situation and we're looking for antidote to help our fellow Filipinos who's tested positive on COVID-19. But also, here in our country, we almost have 1K tested positive every day. So we need to follow the rules and stay healthy to prevent the spreading of COVID-19. The fifth and last one is the religion. I myself, we are Catholic, so we need to attend church every Sunday to go to Mass. But now, this pandemic, we cannot attend church or go to Mass because we avoid the mass gathering. So today, my religion do live stream of their masses so that we can watch and pray again. Like that.
COVID-19 pandemics affect many people's lives and many families lost their loved ones. The pandemic is affecting our education and economy and many more. Until now, the COVID-19 pandemic has no vaccine. Let's all pray for our country, not just for our country, but for the whole world. We will get through this. Let's all fight.